Agro-based industries. A new feature in agriculture is the growth of agro-based industries in India. Well, firstly, let us know what an agro-based industry is. Well, agro-based industries are those industries which depend on agricultural products as raw materials. For example, cotton textile industries use cotton as raw materials. Well, moving forward, let us now talk about one of the traditional agro-based industry in India, that is the sugar industry. India is the world's second largest producer of sugar after Brazil. The sugar industry is the second largest organized agro-based industry after cotton textiles. The industry is mainly confined in UP and Bihar, is known as the sugar belt. More than 60% of sugar factories are located in this belt. The most important centers are Gorakhpur, Lakhimpur, Sitapur, Lucknow, Kanpur, Meerut, etc. The main reasons for the concentration of sugar industry in UP and Bihar are the following. Firstly, fertile northern plains with heavy rainfall are the ideal conditions for the growth of sugarcane. Next, sugarcane requires irrigation facilities as its growing period is very long. These areas have level topography and perennial rivers which support irrigation facility. Thirdly, the northern plains are densely populated. Therefore, cheap labor, huge markets are available. Fourthly, availability of water supply for washing and processing. Fifthly, these areas are well connected with the rest of the country by a network of roads, railways, and river transport. Lastly, power supply is easily available there as coal mines are located nearby in Bihar and Jharkhand. Other sugar producing states of northern India are Haryana, West Bengal, Punjab, and Madhya Pradesh. Well, in recent years, this industry has developed a tendency to migrate towards south since the sugarcane produced there has a higher sugar content. Peninsular India accounts for about 45% of sugar produced in India. 1/5 of the sugar produced in India comes from Maharashtra. The other important sugar producing states are Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. So, the reasons for migrating the sugar industry towards south are as follows. Firstly, production period is longer in South India since typical tropical climate prevails over South India throughout the year. This region is free from summer loo and winter frost, which helps to grow superior varieties of sugarcane. Number 2, black soil of South India is fertile, well-drained soil and free from waterlogging. Number 3, the sucrose content in the sugarcane of South India is also comparatively higher. Fourthly, the crushing season for sugarcane is much longer in South India than in North India. Fifthly, the cooperative sugar mills in South India are better managed than the private sector mills of North India. The holdings are larger and well planned. Scientific methods and modern machineries are used. Sixthly, the sugar factories in South India are located near the fields. Hence, loss of sugar content due to transportation is minimum. Moving on, let us now talk about the problems of sugar industry. Sugar industry in India suffers from a number of problems. Firstly, although India has the largest area under sugarcane cultivation, the poor quality sugarcane gives low yield per hectare and low sucrose content. Number 2, the cost of sugar production in India is one of the highest in the world because of the high sugarcane cost, uneconomic production process, inefficient technology, short crushing season, and the location of the factory, which is far away from the sugarcane growing regions. Number 3, the sugar industry has a seasonal character and the crushing season normally varies between 4 and 7 months in a year. Thus, the mill workers remain idle most of the months, which creates financial problems. Number 4, almost whole of the sugarcane is harvested at the same time during harvest time. There is excess pressure on factories. Number 5, the supply of raw materials to sugar factories is irregular. Sugarcane is produced by small cultivators who sell their crops directly to the sugar factories. Number 6, farmers sell the sugarcane to the factories at prices fixed by the government. If the prices offered are not attractive, farmers switch over to other crops. 7, there is no proper utilization of byproducts like molasses and bagasse. These can be converted into other useful products to reduce the cost of production. Moving on, let us now talk about the products and byproducts of sugar industry. When we talk about the products, we have gur or jaggery, khansari or brown sugar, and the white sugar. Talking about the byproducts, firstly we have bagasse. These are leftover sugar canes after crushing. They are used for the manufacture of paper, insulation board, and cardboards. It is also used as fuel in sugar mills. Number 2, molasses. It is a dark colored syrup and is used for plastic, synthetic rubber, chemicals, alcohol, rum, fertilizers, and cattle feed. Thirdly, press mud. Press mud is utilized for making wax, carbon paper, and shoe polish. Now let us talk about the centers of sugar industry. Firstly, Uttar Pradesh. There are two belts. One is the western belt, which includes Meerut, Saranpur, Muzaffarnagar, and Moradabad, and the other eastern belt, which includes Gorakhpur, Deoria, Basti, and Gonda. Next, Bihar. This is an extension of the eastern Uttar Pradesh belt, which includes Darbhanga, Saran, Champaran, and Muzaffarpur. Next, Maharashtra. Nasik, Pune, Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, Solapur are the centers that are well integrated in the cooperative sector in terms of cultivation and sugar factories. Next, Punjab. Centers exist mainly in the eastern side in Phagwara and Dhuri. Next, Karnataka, Munirabad, Simoga, and Mandya. Next, Tamil Nadu, Nalikupuram, Pandyarajpuram, Coimbatore, and Pugular. Andhra Pradesh, Nizamabad, Medak, West and East Godavari, Vishakhapatnam, and Chittur. Next, Odisha, Bargar, and Rayagada in Odisha. Next, Madhya Pradesh. Sihor is the sugar producing center here.